Welcome to Lunch Break Reviews. Today we're talking about The Last Breath, or just Last Breath for those of you who've seen it. Is it worth packing in your lunchbox? Let's find out. I'm Bradley Butin, the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome. There's no time to waste. They never give us enough time to eat. So what do you say we get right on into it? And we are going to start off with a quick little synopsis, and this is a true story based about seasoned deep sea divers who battled the raging elements to rescue their crewmate trapped hundreds of feet below the ocean surface. The creators in this is directed by Alex Parkinson. Writers are Michael Lafortune, Alex Parkinson, and David Brooks. And this stars Woody Harrelson, Simu Liu. Sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. The awesome guy who was in Shang-Chi and Barbie. He's excellent actor, and he's excellent in this as well. Finn Cole and Cliff Curtis is in this as well. Here's a little bit of a breakdown. IMDb currently has this at a 6.9 out of 10. Metacritic is sitting at 65 based on 28 critic reviews and 4.9 based on 11 user ratings. Letterboxd is sitting at a 3.1 out of 5, and Rotten Tomatoes is sitting at a 77% on the tomato meter and a 91% on the popcorn meter. I agree with a lot of these, so we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and get into some reviews. All right, we're going to start off with a critics' consensus from Rotten Tomatoes, and here we go. Ratcheting up the tension to a riveting degree, Last Breath tells a remarkable true story with the utmost efficiency and dependability. Terrific performance from Woody Harrelson. All right, fair enough. That is from the... I got another critic review. This is from Bilge Ebery from the New York magazine Vulture. I am sorry for mispronouncing your name. It's not my intention. And she or he says they. It feels like a great throwback thriller. One of those movies viewers will still be discovering years from now. Try to see it on big screen while you still can. Absolutely. And Peter Howell from the Toronto Store says this. This version has many nail-biting moments with tension amped by the bombastic score, but it feels derivative. Drama has been sacrificed to verisimilitude. I can't say that word. I don't know that word. And to what end? Verisimilitude. Can you tell that I read these brief before I do this? And John Flickinger from the Flick Pick from YouTube says Last Breath is a full-blown panic attack disguised as a movie. And that's a compliment. The true story survival thriller will make you question why anyone willingly dives into the abyss. The tension is relentless. The claustrophobic is suffocating. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's start off with some bad review. This is a bad review. It's a 5 out of 10 from IMDb because there was no 0, no 1s, no 2s, no 3s, and no 4-star reviews. 5 was the lowest that I could find, so let's go ahead and check it out. Production, this is simply titled Production Annoying to Audience. There's nothing wrong with the writing, acting, or directing. However, the music, which is really just ominous tones, mostly meant to stir emotion and raise tension, and the audience just ends up being extremely loud, overwhelming, and distracting, so much so that I was no longer engaged in the story at all. The prolonged and decompression is also unnecessary and feels like filler at the end of the film, exposing that the story really isn't loving enough for a full feature film. In the end, I left feeling that the entire production was a giant money grab targeted for an audience who only sees 5 or fewer films a year in the theater rather than a more sophisticated viewer. Okay. Let's see another bad review. This is really a good-ish review. This is a 6 out of 10 and is called Into the Deep, and this is by Rebel Panda. Last Breath is a tense, brutally realistic survival thriller that strips away sentimentality in favor of pure, immersive intensity. Based on the true story of diver Chris Lemons, the film foregoes forced drama, instead focusing on the raw mechanics of his fight to stay alive after being stranded 300 feet below the surface with minutes of oxygen left. The storm-ravaged setting is a visceral, realized through stunning sound design and chaotic, unrelenting tension. While a simple yet powerful emotional anchor comes from pre-recorded messages from Chris's fiancée. Though the rescue attempt stretches a bit long, the film's dedication to realism keeps it gripping. It may not be conventionally thrilling, but it's undeniably effective, and I do agree with that as well. Let's enough of that. Let's go on with some good reviews. All right, this is a 7 out of 10 from Ferubezel. Feruebezel. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. And there is spoilers on this, and this is titled Good Story, Whether True or Not. I'm writing this in the night of February 24th, right after seeing in a Monday mystery movie. For some reason, Amazon won't let me rate or review it. I'm guessing they have a stake in it. They claim it's a true story. I doubt it. They rarely are. It's probably a story that cribs some elements from real life, and that's fine. I don't go to the movies to be educated but entertained. So that's what I'm evaluating it upon. On the front, they did a good job. It's a survival story. The same story could have been told in space with similar air issues. With the desert with water, or in Canada with warmth. The characters are well written and performed, and you care about them. It always amazes me how good an actor someone as stupid as Woody Harrelson can be. There are some minor shortcomings, too much backstory for one. I find it hard to believe that the automated station keeping systems on the ship could crash so catastrophically and such difficulties in restarting. Yet somehow turned out to be easily restarted by moving some wires around. The one thing that really bugged me is the guy having difficulty climbing the umbilical because of the weight of the other guy he is trying to bring up with him. It never occurred to the guy in the diving bell to haul him in by the same umbilical. That's a yell at the screen to screw up. Okay. I didn't get that, but that's all right. Let's do another good review. And this good review is from Shanik, and it is an 8 out of 10 and is just titled Intense. And yes, it was. Go see it. I really enjoyed it. Oh, by the way, spoilers. Go see it. I really enjoyed it and haven't been that locked to a movie in a long time. It is definitely worth seeing, but if you are naturally anxious, then don't see it. But I loved it, and my wife warned her sister not to because it would freak her out. I gave it an 8 because most movies these days put me to sleep, or I'm happy to go to the bathroom for a break. This one had me almost every minute of the movie. Not for little kids, but very good for teens and adults. I could probably watch it again, but not sure if I will. I'd see it with someone who likes intense movies and can hang in there with you. Cool. All right. Let's do one more good review. All right, this is the final good review of the day, and this is from TC Kelly, and this is again from IMDb, and this is a 10 out of 10, and just titled Phenomenal. Let me preface this by saying that I am a highly biased, as I am a diver. At one point, I even dreamed of becoming a commercial diver, a sat diver. I loved so much about this film. Its pace, the intense subject matter, the attention to detail, and the strong performances all made this a fantastic film for me. I was reminded of 13 Lives, Deepwater Horizon, and Apollo 13, two of which were directed by Ron Howard. Great story that gives the viewer a good intro to the very real dangers and demands of deep water commercial diving. There were several times in the film where I was cringing at the thought of how terrifying the experience must have been for those who were in the recovery rescue. All right. And here, okay, so we got some good, we got some bad. Where do you fall? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What do you think of the reviews? Any good points? Did the reviews change your mind? All those things. Let's go ahead and see where I'm going to put it. We got it through the reviews. Now it's time to find its place in the lunch break point system. Lunch break point system is my unique rating categories with 5 categories for up to 5 points each, and there it will live on for infamy. We're going to start with the main course. This is the overall quality of the movie. And 1 point would be unappetizing mess, struggles to even hold together. 2 points would be a bland and uninspired, missing key ingredients. I don't think it's either one of those. A 3 would be decent, but not exceptional. Satisfying enough for the moment. It is satisfying for the moment, for sure. But I do think it's more than just decent. I think it's somewhere in the good range. So let's look at what a 4 would be. A 4 would be well crafted, flavorful and fulfilling, hits most of the right notes. You know, I think it's going to be somewhere in between a 3 and a 4, but a 5 would be a masterpiece. It leaves you full and craving more. But I'm going to give this somewhere in between a 3 and a 4. So we're going to go ahead. I think it's closer to a 4 than a 3. Why? I had fun. I thought it was just a good movie. I couldn't find a ton that I wanted to pull apart about it. It kept me in the movie fog. So I mean, overall, I was really satisfied with this movie. Is it one of the best movies I've seen? No. But you know what? We're going to give this a 4 anyway. All right. And the second category is the side dish. This is for all the supporting elements. For 1 point would be sides are poorly executed or completely missing. 2 points would be barely adds anything to the plate, mostly forgettable. 3 points would be some solid moments, but inconsistent or overshadowed. 4 would be complements the main dish well, solid support all around. And for 5 points, outstanding sides and that elevate the entire meal to another level. Okay, so supporting elements for this would be a lot of the cinematography. There wasn't really a ton of actors in it. There's some extras, but not really a ton. And I think everybody did pull their weight. So I'm thinking this is going to be at least be a 3. There was solid moments in there, but I don't think there was really a lot of inconsistencies. I don't think anything was overshadowed. Let's look at 4 again. Complements the main dish well, solid support all around. I think we're going to live right on there. We're going to go another 4 here. And spice level, creativity and boldness. 1 point would be bland and unoriginal, no risks taken. 2 points would be mildly interesting, but nothing stands out. 3 would be brings a little heat with some creative flair. 4 would be bold and unique with impressive execution, and 5 would be red hot creativity, a daring and unforgettable experience. Okay, so this is where I think we're going to get. It is nothing that we haven't seen before. It was intense. It was like you did feel claustrophobic in this movie. You felt that you did get all those feels. So I think we're going to be, it is a little bit of heat with some creative flair. I think the spice level is going to be somewhere in between a 2 and a 3. So we're going to round that to a 3. 4. This would be leftover appeal. This is the rewatch replay value here. For 1 point would be no interest in revisiting. Once was more than enough. 2, maybe worth another look someday, but not anytime soon. 3, a decent option to revisit when you're in the mood. 4, you're definitely going to want seconds. Holds well over time. And 5, timeless, something you'll crave again and again. So for me personally, I don't care if I get to see this again. It's just one of those. It was good. I would definitely watch it again if it's on, or if my wife wants to go see it or something like that. I would definitely go check it out again and have her experience it. So I think this is going to be again in the 3-4. But so let's take a look. A decent revisit when you're in the mood. So yeah, I think that kind of fits. A 4, but you're definitely going to want seconds. And it will hold well over time. I do have a good feeling about that. So we're going to give this a 3. And right now, for the final is dessert. For what is the emotional satisfaction? We all know what dessert is, and we all love dessert. 1 point would be a bitter aftertaste, leaves you unsatisfied. Definitely not. 2 would be slightly sweet, but not memorable. Definitely not. 3B is sweet enough to end on a good note, but nothing remarkable. I know we're going to be at least there. And for 4 points, it leaves you with a smile, a well-rounded finish. You know what? I like that, but let's see what a 5 would be. A perfect treat, an unforgettable cherry on top. We're going to leave this at a 4. I walked out of that theater with a smile, even though I got called away. It's fine. It was fun. It was a good time. I liked the movie. I can't really think of a lot of negative things about it. So let's go ahead and add everything. We'll get 12. We have 18 points. At 18 points, this is going to be a solid and enjoyable, definitely worth checking out. And I think that is 100% correct. All right, now let's take a look here. We know our final verdict on this movie. I liked it. It's kept me in the movie fog. I had a good time with it. It was fun. It had everything that I needed. And with that being said, I think you should absolutely go check this out. The real question, would I suggest you see it in the theater? The theater, I mean, the theater is an experience, right? But tickets are expensive. And I don't know if my decision would have been different if I saw it at home rather than the theater. So, I mean, take that with you as you would. I mean, is this something you need to rush out? No. But you definitely want to see it because it's just a good time. All right. There's my final verdict. Go check it out. And you know what? Do you agree with my review? Do you agree with all that? Do you agree with where I put it on the lunch break reviews? Let me know in the comments. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. If you're checking out the audio, man, give me a 5-star review so everybody else can find these as well. I try to get at least 2 of these episodes out a week. All right, but hey, it is that time. We're at 17 minutes. We're going to get this one done in under 20. So thanks for tuning in to Lunch Break Reviews. For more bite-sized reviews of latest TV shows, comics, and blockbusters, follow and let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to leave 5-star reviews and share the show with someone you would make a little more awesome. Want to join the conversation? Reach out, and maybe you'll be our next guest on Lunch Break Reviews. Have a great day. Bye.